Hello everyone,
Yeah.
welcome back to Surf of Horizon, a place where we experience and enjoy the difficult waves in a teenager's life to thrive. On this episode, I have with me Ayush Majidia. He's a podcaster and has recorded 25 podcasts till date. Currently in 12th grade, he's a seeker for knowledge. I've had a couple of conversations with him, and every time I talk, I feel like he has so much to offer in whatever we are talking about. Today, Ayush is going to talk to us about conventional education, manifestation, networking, and so much more. Welcome, Ayush.
Thank you so much for having me. It's like exciting for me. It's the first time I'm sitting on the opposite side.
Yes. So, since you're a podcaster and you invite so many amazing people, you obviously have to network and have to get them to say yes. So, how exactly do you network and build these important connections? Also, adding on to that, do you think it's important for teenagers to also get out there and build these connections?
Okay, so I'll start with the reason first. The number one reason why I feel everyone should network is the stronger your network is, the stronger is your net worth. Tomorrow you have a job, it can go tomorrow, but it can, you can lose your job and all. But you have a good network of connections. You can always reach out to them and ask them for help that, I lost my job. I'm capable of doing this and that. So could you help me out? And they would actually be willing to help you out because they know your capabilities and all that stuff. So always try and build a strong network around you. Now, for me, I use this podcast as a medium to build a strong network of people. So you said how. So firstly, what I would start by doing is if I want to reach out to someone, I will go to their Instagram or Twitter and I will drop them a DM. And I will wait for a couple of days and a week or so to go by. If I don't get a response from their DMs, what I do is I will email them on their company address. So this is a way of figuring out all entrepreneurs basically will have their company address, and you need to send them an email on their company address. And even if that doesn't work, go on LinkedIn. And once you're on LinkedIn, you see them messaging them. So there's a higher chance of people replying to you on LinkedIn than they will reply to you on DMs. And I have learned this across the past few months. And what has happened is a lot of times I've DM'd them on Instagram, I've sent them a mail, and then when they've come across me on LinkedIn, they've said, okay, you've tried so many times to reach out to me. Let's do this podcast. You seem really interested in it. So I think you need to try and do different ways, the trial and error method. And whatever works for you, that will lead you to building the connection.
Yeah, I agree. You're 17 and you're already making podcasts and also working on some upcoming project of yours. Do you feel that as teenagers it's important to more than just studying and like mugging up and just get out there?
I think it's very important. So I am actually very lucky to be in this friend circle where we've come to this conclusion that balance is very, very important. You can't be too inclined towards academics. You can't be too inclined towards extracurricular activities. You can't be too inclined towards just partying and hanging around. When you have a complete balance, it leads to your overall development. So if you're a complete nerd, you won't be a well-developed person. If you're always partying, you won't be a well-developed person. And if you're only focusing on extracurriculars, you won't be a well-developed person. You need a little bit of all three of these things for you to work out. That is what I feel. And even in my circle, so we
Yeah,
are
so
very, very lucky. In our circle, we've done all of these things. I've seen when we are having birthday parties and all that stuff, we're always enjoying and all that stuff. When there are exams, everyone is preparing so hard. Everyone's working on something new and different. So it's really amazing. I think that's important.
correct. I agree. Like I feel all rounders are being an all rounder is important nowadays. Like you should excel in multiple fields or at
Yeah,
least try
exactly.
to.
Even in the Indian cricket team,
Uh,
people want more
yeah,
all-rounders than just batsmen or bowlers.
yeah, I agree. Speaking of that, do you feel that conventional education is somewhat stopping us from doing that because it's more about just sitting down and mugging up than really experiencing things on our own, right?
Yeah, I think so. But now that I think there are a few changes in the policies that are coming out, which will come in the next 3 or 4 years. Like my batch won't be seeing it, but I think it is stopping us. It is coming as a barrier that you just need to mug up and all that stuff. Now they are including stuff like extracurricular activities in the curriculum. Public speaking needs to be an important aspect, which now people are realizing. Even stuff like mental health is now being realized. Earlier, it wasn't spoken about in our education system. And there are still a lot of things which we are really lagging behind in. Like we, in our education system, we're not speaking about menstrual cycles. We're not speaking about rape cases happening over there. It's just considered a taboo in society. And we need to start that cleansing within the school level. Once it happens from there, it'll be that. And like I said, it plays as a barrier because we're just closing minds of people. And we need to open up those mindsets to look at things from a different perspective, look at a different world, and then that will be the transition. And that's when India will grow forward much, much more as a country. We're already doing amazing progress, but I think to reach the next level, I think this will have to happen. And thankfully or luckily, I think it is happening very slowly, but it's happening.
Yeah, correct. I believe that teenagers of today are visionaries and they like to envision things, which is why consciously and subconsciously we manifest a lot. And when I was talking to you, you told me that you really believe in the power of manifestation. You want to tell us your journey with manifestation, how you kind of start believing in it?
Yeah, okay. So, firstly, I am a huge, huge, huge believer of God. And it turns out I never knew the term manifestation. Basically, what manifestation is, you think about something so continuously that slowly the universe will start bringing that towards you and start making that happening for you. So what used to happen was I used to manifest a lot with prayers. I didn't know it was called manifestation. I just used to continuously wish that this would happen. And I slowly started realizing it's happening. Even for one of my biggest podcasts, there was a businessman who I wanted to reach out to. And I tried for 3 months, I think, before I finally managed to reach out to him. And every day I used to wake up and I used to be like, okay, I want to reach out to him. I will get him on my podcast someday. What will be the questions that I ask him when I reach him, when I will have him as a guest? And that thing slowly manifested into a reality. So I think manifestation does work in the longer process, but you truly need to believe from within that it will happen. If people don't believe that it'll happen, then it won't work out. Even if you have a slight thought in your mind that, oh, I'm just going to try this, but it won't work out maybe, then it won't work out. It just depends on how you look at it.
Yeah, correct. I was going to ask you that, do you feel that, talking about manifestation, is there like an incident that happened and you start believing in it more, like the businessman thing? Is there anything else that you think when it happened, you start believing in manifestation and all of that a bit more?
A lot of things. So I've come to the conclusion that we manifest most of the things in our life, which is even relationships or friendships. So I'll tell you, this is a negative story of manifestation. What happened was, I think one of my close friends, we were really good friends, and then suddenly I just got this fear that I will lose out on this person as a friend and all that stuff. And I was constantly scared, and slowly that manifested, and we grew apart. So manifestation can be good or bad, but luckily now things are getting better between us. We're fine. We're back on being good friends again. But that has actually happened with me. So it has negative and positive aspects to it. But yeah, the thoughts are very powerful.
Okay. And I think let's just shift our focus a bit. So I think let's talk about something more controversial, that is feminism. Firstly, I'd like to ask you, are you a feminist? And what does that mean to you?
Okay, so I'm definitely a feminist, but it's just been 2 months. So the thing is, I'll give you a story behind it, which is 2 months back, I actually started a podcast where I was getting my friends and just gathering their opinions. Randomly, like you get friends, you have a healthy, happy, funny conversation going on. And there's a really, really close friend of mine, and I reached out to her. So she told me, why not have a conversation which is not being spoken about in society? Let's talk about patriarchy, misogyny, feminism. And I wasn't sure. So I said, wait, I'll read about it and I'll get back to you. And, once when I started reading about it, I found out that women actually face so many problems. Like imposter syndrome is something which is inbuilt within you, then there's internalized misogyny, which everyone in society has. Even women have internalized misogyny, and it's surprising. So that's when I realized that this kind of like needs to change. We need to bring out that equality in society. And that's when I decided to become a feminist. I read so much about it. So it's just been 2 months right now, but I've read a lot. I've spent immense amount of time watching videos and content and that stuff. So yeah, I think feminism is actually a battle which not just women need to fight. It's even men, like my friends and I, men that are the boys in my circle and all, even they will need to be a part of it to bring equality, to establish that, everyone is on the same level.
It's interesting how you say that it's been just 2 months that you're a feminist. I think most of the times people are nowadays just looking at Insta stories and are like, oh, I'm a feminist or I'm not a feminist. I feel it's important to just read about it first and then form an opinion, right? Nowadays, we're just forming opinions based on someone's Insta story. And like, instead of just reading about it and forming your own opinion, right?
Correct. If you look at so many of these Instagram, it's actually, there's so many controversial stories that come up. And I don't know why men have this sense of insecurity, which always comes up. You look at it, anything happens, they're like, not all men, not all men. Yeah, we're not talking about you. We're talking about what's happening in general. Just try and help out that girl who is the victim. I don't know, men start victimizing themselves. It's happening a lot due to social media nowadays. And that really, really needs to change. Because I was actually going through this story. Yeah, you can say.
No, carry on.
Okay, yeah. So I was looking at these Instagram stories, and very recently there was something about a guy who did something to a woman, and then when women just speak about that, they don't let them talk about guys don't let women talk about the problem. They're just like, not all men, and they just try to shut up and they just try to victimize themselves. I was reading this really interesting thing where instead, so we look at whenever a woman is raped, we say that, oh, the girl was my sister, the girl is like my sister, the girl is like my mother. What happens with that is the men are putting their mindset such that they are a victim, they're related to the victim. While what men should do is, oh, the guy who raped me, the guy who raped the girl was like my dad, was like my brother. So that way they can take accountability. I should have stopped that guy from raping him. So we need to start taking accountability for actions rather than victimizing ourselves.
Correct. Like my next question was actually that mostly nowadays there's a whole conversation about not all men, and you did tell us your opinion about that. Recently I posted a story on about a rape case or something, and my really good friend, he texted me, he's like, but not all men are doing this, why are you blaming men, why are you victimizing us? And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that, I'm not against men, I am talking about equality. I'm like, I feel most of the times people misinterpret feminism and they think women are trying to bash men. I don't think it's true. We're just trying to equalize us.
I think that's absolutely true. I've seen that happening all around, and it's really frustrating to see that, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. And lastly, what's your message to the teenagers of today who are striving to take on the world and chase their dreams?
Wow. So I haven't achieved anything, to be honest, that much, but whatever from what I have learned, the biggest advice I would say is to build a network. Like, that will be the best thing. It's going to be, I have a strong feeling it's going to be like the currency in the next decade, in the next 2 decades. When people are rising, jobs will be taken over more and more. There'll be a lot of unemployment that'll happen as there'll be more competition for jobs and all. If you have a strong network of people, if you'll be able to, you'll be able to reach out to people and you'll have a better chance of standing out. So you definitely, I think people need to build more network, have a strong connection and build a network.
100%. Thank you so much, Ayush. It was amazing to have you. I'm sure the things we discussed about would be very helpful. And thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. I had a great time.
Thank you.